Hey guys, how you doing? This is EJ Uno coming back again with some great tech news. This, as you can see at the thumbnail, is about the OnePlus 10 Pro 5G. Now, I guess they just went over the hump and then decided just not to bring out the OnePlus 10. They just went right in for it and went to the OnePlus 10 Pro. The only place I have saw the OnePlus 10 is on YouTubers, and they talk about, like, you know, they got it from China or whatever. So not to say that OnePlus ain't going to bring this to the United States, but right now on their site, they only have the OnePlus 10 Pro 5G, saying that it's going to come in the spring. And to tell you, this is an attractive phone. You know what I'm saying? I like something that's unique, something that looks different. And it's like OnePlus always does it. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that, like I said, that is unique about it is the camera. I like how the camera is like wrapped around. Samsung does it too, but they have it like in a rectangular type of, you know, way. And they join up with Hasselblad again. I know they got a lot of backslash for like joining up with them with the OnePlus 9 Pro and the OnePlus 9. And everybody was like, oh, I remember watching videos and they're talking about the camera's not this. The camera, they said, like, they're supposed to be this big old, you know, everybody was just like, you know, just smashing on OnePlus because of they joined up with Hasselblad and the camera was supposed to be fantastic and all this other stuff. And I never got a chance to like test out the camera from it, but it's just like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys. Like, I mean, you know, so anyway, to move forward, I'm hoping that they did a better job with this camera, that it lives up to everybody's, you know, hype. I mean, of course, it won't live up to everybody's hype. Everybody's like, you know, hype on what it should be, but I'm hopefully it comes close to it. So, it comes in two different colors, black and green. I gotta actually see what the actual colors is. I'm digging the green color. For some reason, green is in when it comes to phones because it makes the phone just look so nice. You know what I'm saying? And you can see by the pictures that I'm putting out. So it has a 2nd gen Hasselblad camera for mobile. It has a 5,000 milliamp battery. It's using the new Snapdragon 8 Gen for their processing chip. It has 120 gigahertz, 120 refresh rate, which, I mean, the OnePlus 9 Pro. So I guess everybody's question is it worth upgrading to this phone, even though the OnePlus 9 Pro is a beast on its own? You know what I'm saying? So to me personally, I don't know just yet. I mean, the way the phone's looking really nice, but is it worth it? I don't know. I really don't know. I gotta look at a few things. So why? I'm gonna get the specs, and then we about to see if it actually is worth it. Okay, guys, so I am back right now, and I was able to find the specs, and I am comparing these two phones from the OnePlus 10 Pro to the OnePlus 9 Pro. Now, like I said, once again, if you haven't saw my video about the Motorola G Stylus 2022 and the Motorola G Stylus 5G, I was saying on there that the new Motorola Stylus is, I guess, kind of cool, but I would pick over the older version of Motorola Stylus 5G just because it packs a lot more in it. And in this case, as I'm looking on here, I see the same type of theory I'm going to go with as far as the OnePlus Pro, and I'm going to tell you why. So in here, as you guys see, because I'm gonna be having pictures going, but I definitely will be letting you guys know the difference between the OnePlus 10 Pro and OnePlus 9 that you guys will see is, okay, the camera, you lose one extra camera on the 10 Pro, and you have 4 cameras on the 9 Pro. So that's one big thing. The camera in the front is in the same direction as the 9 Pro, and they both have a little curved display, which is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, I'm still digging the OnePlus 10 Pro, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's get into the specs. for people who just don't know about this stuff, I'm just going to be doing a lot of talking. You definitely can leave a comment below if you don't understand some of this stuff, but I definitely will let you know. So let's just see. Let's go with the first one. Okay, the glass. Okay, so on the 10 Pro, they're using a different type of glass, the Gorilla Glass Victus, V-I-C-T-U-S, versus the 9 Pro, they're using a Glass 5. So the Glass 5 is a very, very sturdy one. The Gorilla Glass 5 is very, very sturdy, but the new type of Gorilla Glass is even more sturdy. Now, where they lose me, where I'm telling you I would rather the 9 Pro, is they have IP68 dust and water resistance for the 9 Pro. Now, I'm just saying maybe, now I'm getting this information off GSM Arena. Sometimes they are not actually, you know, on point about some of the specs. They're pretty much, I guess, 99%, you know, on target about the specs, but sometimes they're not. In this case, I would definitely not spend my money on the 10, no matter how much I liked it. The phone would literally have to be at a good price point, maybe $400, or I mean, maybe $300. It would have to be, because IP68, yeah, we don't all take a shower, we don't all do that stuff, but you know what? It's good to have it just in case, because it's nothing more aggravating to spend your money on all this stuff, and then one day you're on the phone, you're washing dishes, you know what I'm saying? You're at home, you're mopping the floor. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know, summertime, you in a pool or something like that. You know, it's just a safe. It's just a backup. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, that's one thing that tears me away from the 10 Pro. Now, the thing is that the 10 Pro has an LTPO2 AMOLED, and the 9 Pro has an LTPO Fluent 2 AMOLED, and let me see, they both have the same type of refresh rate, which is 120, and the HDR10 Plus, they both have HDR10 Plus, 500 nits. Okay, well, the resolution is looking a little bit better on the 10 Pro, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. I wouldn't say it's you know, it's fantastic, but it's okay. Resolution is the same, 1440 by 3216 on both of them. They're both 20:9 ratio. They both have 525 PPI. They both have always on display. Now the 10, which I'm sure the Pro 9 is going to get, it has Android 12.1, and the 9 Pro has Android 12 Oxygen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure it's going to get it. It's not no different. The processor is a little bit different in both of them. Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 versus the Snapdragon 88 5G, which, you know what I'm saying, like, it's, you know what I'm saying, like, I believe that, you know what I'm saying, it's not a big, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, like, they're both good processors, to tell you the truth. They both don't support SD card support, which is a downer, because it would be nice if they do. Even though you get a whole lot of internal memory, it's still good just to have, just, you know, just for like, I would rather it. You know what I'm saying? They both got 12 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabyte of storage. Now, get into the camera wise. Let's look at these cameras. They both have 48 megapixel wide cameras. They both have 8 megapixel telephoto camera. They both have 50 megapixel ultra wide camera, and the 9 Pro has a 2 megapixel like a depth camera or whatever. So camera didn't change. Nothing changed. Let me see. They both shoot in 8K, 30 frames per second, 4K. Gosh, it don't look like nothing has changed. Now, get into the front camera. Is a 32 megapixel on the 10 versus a 16 megapixel on the 9 Pro. Now, it's all about the lens, and it's, to me, it doesn't, to me, that's not even, I wouldn't even, it's cool to have, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather them have took it and left the camera 16 or even 20 or whatever and gave it an IP68. I mean, literally, the camera looks nice on either phone, either on the OnePlus. I mean, I know it does. So it's, you know what I'm saying? They both have stereo speakers, no headphone jack, of course, on either one. NFC support, they both do have. Under display fingerprint sensor. They both have wireless charging, fast charging, and now it does say on here the 10 has reverse charging, but the 9 Pro also has reverse charging, I have heard. And yeah, so now the color that the 10 Pro, it just says black and green. Now when you look at the 9 Pro, it says morning mist, forest green, stiller black. So to me, you know what I'm saying? To me, guys, literally, to answer the question, if you did answer that question, if you guys do want to know, to me, it's not a deal breaker, for real. It's really not. I mean, I wouldn't even, me personally, I would stick with the OnePlus 9 Pro. I really would. The OnePlus 9 Pro 5G on top of that. I definitely would. They both support 5G. Just to let you guys know. So I definitely would not, you know what I'm saying? I definitely, I mean, not unless unless you have a OnePlus 9 like 8 or something like that, or I wouldn't even say 8. If you have a OnePlus 7, and I don't know, because I had a 7 Pro and the 7 Pro was badass. It was nice. I mean, I guess 7 and below. You know what I'm saying? Or if you just new to you know, you're open-minded to get like a new phone, I definitely would do it. But if it was a toss-up between the 9 Pro and the 10 Pro, just stick with the 9. Like, for real, I mean, they're both great phones. And I want to say this OnePlus 10 Pro is going to have water resistance, not IP68. I believe it will, but you know what I'm saying? But from the specs I'm looking at, it doesn't. So that's a downer for me. But yeah, I mean, because, I mean, the phone was looking at $1,059. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, and from what I'm looking at, that's only for 128 gigabytes and 8 gigabytes of RAM. So, and, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you look at it, and it's on Amazon for $624 for the 9 Pro for 128 gigabytes. So, I mean, moving on up, I mean, you could find a 9 Pro for $799 versus this phone is going to be another $200-300 more because it's new and everything. But just because it's new doesn't mean that it's better. So I just want to let everybody know that that's in a lot of different phones. So I definitely just wanted to get my input on that. I definitely would just the 9 Pro 5G would win you know, it would win for me. So anyway, guys, I'm about to end this segment. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button. I will be doing a review on the Motorola G Stylus 5G. So stay tuned for that. And, you know, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button. I'll be back with more.